Hi friends! Today we're working on lesson 20 and this is where things get really fun. You can see if you look here already our tape diagram looks different. So watch and learn and enjoy the math. Alright, so number 1 says Ted buys 3 books and a magazine at the bookstore. Notice they've got the books, magazine. Okay, that's where we get our 2 separate tape diagrams. All right, each book costs $8. A magazine costs $4. So there's a lot going on in this problem. We need to keep it all straight. So you can see they've started a magazine tape diagram, and they're showing that each magazine costs $4. We got that right here. Okay. It also tells us each book costs $8. So basically we would label this section as $8 and we can just put that in the box instead. Okay, so I'm going to erase this because you don't have to worry about that in this kind of tape diagram. And what I want you to notice is notice how big they made that magazine tape diagram. It's exactly half of the book section because it's half the price. Or you could say the books are double the size of the magazine because the price is double the size of the magazine. So when you're making tape diagrams, you want your sections to reflect how big things really are. And when you're comparing magazines and books like you are here, you need one tape diagram to be a little bit shorter. Okay? Now, he bought a magazine. That equals 1. So we've got one section. He bought 3 books, so we've got 1, 2, 3 sections. So I'm going to write my label for my groups down here, the books, 3 books. We don't know how much he spent in total, okay? And we also don't know what this total is. This bracket is putting together the magazine and the books. So this is a question mark too. Let's finish our tape diagram by putting the $8 in the rest of the boxes. Okay. So let's answer the questions about it. What is the total cost of the books? All right. Well, let's write our answer sentence. The books cost blank in total. You know it's going to be dollars, so I'm going to put my dollar sign in there. Well, let's just solve it. Pretend the magazine part is just not even there. So find your groups. So you're going to show 3 times the size of the group, which is $8, equals what? 3 groups of 8. If you need to, draw an array to help you. Skip count by 8s or skip count by 3s, you should get $24. So I'm going to fill that in my answer sentence. Okay. Now, how much does Ted spend altogether? Now we can solve this because we know the answer to this is going to be our magazine cost, which was $4. I got that over here. Plus our books, which we just solved, was $24. Okay, so I'm going to write my sentence down here. Ted spent blank altogether. Okay, just using a lot of words from the question in my answer sentence. Since it's money, I'm going to put my dollar sign in there. So if I go back up here to where I was doing that math, $4 plus $24 equals $28. And I'm going to go back and put it in my answer sentence. So when you're doing these kinds of problems, you need to make sure you have your labels, your word or answer sentences, and the number sentences to support them. Okay, otherwise I have to give it back to you to fix. Those are all important parts to a word problem. Let's try the next one. All right. 7 children shared 28 silly bands equally. Let's look at how they set this up. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections. And they put the bracket on the top this time. They can do that. So let's label our 7 kids. I'm going to shorten children to kids. They've also got the 28. We know that that is 28 silly bands. So I'm just going to call that bands. Okay? So if we know the number of groups in the total, we don't know how big one section is. How many silly bands each person got. So I'm going to label that question mark bands. Now they've got a section over here. We don't know what they're doing with that yet. So let's just go read the problem or the questions they want us to answer. Part A. How many silly bands does each child get? All right, let's write our answer sentence. Each child gets blank silly bands. Okay, I used each child gets blank silly bands in my answer sentence. Oop, I forgot my period. So we have to figure it out. But when we have a problem that gives us the total, that's a division problem. So 28 divided by 7 equals what? Well, use your fair share method. It's kind of hard to see when I do it. I don't know if I change it to red. Maybe that'll help. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keep going till I get to 28. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, so I divided up my 28 in the 7 groups. How many are in one group? 4. Okay, so each child gets 4 silly bands. Each one of these sections is a child. Now, part B is asking how many silly bands would 3 children get? Now I see what's going on over here. Okay, so we don't know how many they get either, so we're going to put a question mark there. So let's write our answer sentence. 3 children get blank silly bands. Well, let's just add up how many are in here. So we've got 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's also known as 3 times 4, which equals 12. So each 3 children get 12 silly bands. So don't let these strange-looking tape diagrams confuse you. Just go piece by piece. Label what you know in the tape diagram. Get down to the questions they're asking you and solve them one at a time. Let's go to the back side now. Okay. 18 cups are equally packed into 6 boxes. I'm going to write that number 18 up there so it doesn't confuse me later for my labeling. Draw a tape diagram to show how many cups are in each box. Okay, so what do we know? We have 18 cups and they're packed into 6 boxes. That tells me that we have 18 total cups, and our boxes are our groups. I'm going to label that 6 boxes, not 6 groups, 6 boxes. Which tells me I have to divide this into 6 sections. And I don't know how many each box gets. So how many cups go in each box? We don't know. So we do the fair share method. I like that color. I'm going to go with this color this time. So I put 1 in each group. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1 in each group till I'm done. So, oh, I forgot my answer sentence. Darn. There are blank cups in each box. That word each tells me I look up here I figured that out by doing my fair share method. So there's 3 cups in each box. Okay, that's really straightforward from what we've been doing. But part B here, or the next part, is something different. It says 2 boxes of cups break. How many cups are unbroken? Unbroken means not broken. So if 2 boxes break, I'm just going to go cross off 2 boxes. That will show me the parts that are not broken. So how many cups are unbroken? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups times 3 in each group. That tells me 12. So there are 12 unbroken cups. All right, going to the next one. I'm running out of time here. There are 25 blue balloons and 15 red balloons at a party. 5 children are given an equal number of each color balloon. How many blue and red balloons does each child get? All right, don't let that fluster you. Just pick it out part by part. You can see they gave us a blue tape diagram and a red tape diagram to match the balloons. So I've got 25 blue. So I'm going to label that. I'm going to label it up here just because we might run out of space. 25 balloons. 15 red, so I'm going to label my red. Notice the tape diagram for the red is smaller because we have less balloons. 5 children are given an equal number of each color. So this can be confusing because you see that word each. Let's back up though. 5 children. That means I've got 5 groups or 5 kids for both of my balloons. So I'm going to break each of my tape diagrams into 5 equal sections. We don't know how many they each get, so this part is a question mark for my balloons. And so is this. I'm going to share this label for both tape diagrams. So they're saying how many blue and red balloons does each child get? I'm going to write my answer sentence. Each child gets blank blue balloons and blank red balloons. Okay. Fair share method, here we go. Let's do blue this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? What did I do? I put 2 in one box. Didn't make sense to me. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Here's my 15th. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then I'll do red for my red section. I've got 15 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've divided up all of my balloons. Okay? So we can do our number sentence or our word sentence next. Doesn't matter which order, you just have to have them both. So let's fill in our word sentence. Each child gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue balloons and 1, 2, 3 red balloons. Our number sentence here, again, we started with the total, so it's 25 divided by 5 kids equals 5 balloons, and that went there. For the red, we had 15 balloons divided by 5 kids equals 3 for each, and that goes there. So this homework assignment will take some time and some thought, so make sure you're focused on what you're doing. You're taking care to get your picture drawn correctly with your labels, your number sentence, and your word sentence. Have fun!